Hi everyone, welcome to my channel, or welcome back to my channel if you've seen me before. How are you? Anyway, this is like a very serious topic. I've seen some people talking about this, and I've seen both sides of the story. I recently watched Trisha Paytas' video the other day. I think it was like the day it came out, so like yesterday. And she made some really valid points. So if you guys don't know what's going on with the whole James Charles situation, basically something came out about James Charles, and it was from TikTok. It was this boy that was, I think, 16 who Snapchatted James Charles before and then mentioned, or they Snapchatted, then somehow it got sexual. I think like nude pictures was sent. I don't really know what happened. Apparently the 16-year-old told James that he was 18 and James believed him with no proof. But this isn't the first time that something like this has happened. As you guys remember, like a while back, the whole Tati situation, where that was his first time. I think that, or his like first call out for this. I think, if I'm not mistaken, this is his second or third time. I think it's his third time being accused of, I can say it, I'm not monetized, grooming. So he's been accused 3 times of grooming guys. I think the first one, I don't remember if that guy was underage or not. I just know that that was like a big scandal about him trying to make a straight guy gay for him. I don't really know. I just remember when that thing was like popping and everybody was hating him because he did some questionable stuff with the waiter and the waiter felt uncomfortable or something. I'm not gonna go too deep into that because I don't really know about that. Or I don't really remember because that was a while ago. But this situation, I watched somebody's video and it was about this situation. And the girl said that James just needs to start IDing people, which I 1000% agree with, but fake IDs exist, so that won't really matter. And also, I really kind of like sympathize with James because almost every single guy that he's like flirted with has like came back on him as a scandal. But maybe it's the people that he's talking to, or maybe it's him. That's the underlining thing. It's not about the people who he's been talking to. And the way that this whole situation kind of like came about was as a influencer fan conversation that became sexual. So I don't really think any influencer should be doing that with anyone that's a fan, even if they're of age. I just feel like there's a power dynamic there that can make the fan feel small and like feel like manipulated by the influencer no matter what age you are, which is kind of like the whole Destry situation that's come out. Like several girls have been like groomed by him. So I just think the whole influencer to fan relationship should stay influencer and fan. You're not gonna find your boyfriend or partner or girlfriend in your fans, in my opinion. Maybe you can, but you would have to meet them and like interact with them in person and probably know what they're like in person before. You can't just meet someone on Snapchat that has Snapchatted you to like say that they love your work or anything along those lines, because that is a power dynamic. And he did make a response to this, and it's over here on my laptop. I can read it to you guys. He says, there's a video going around about me on TikTok and Twitter of a guy calling me a groomer, and I want to address it right away. The allegations are completely false. I'm back. I just had dinner. I don't even remember where I was at with this story. Basically, this is James's 3rd time, and the first time is like, but like people will forgive and forget and like be like, oh yeah, that one scandal. Second time, I think that the second time was also again with somebody on Snapchat who exposed him on TikTok, and he was like also underage. And then this time, like three strikes, you're out, man. I don't really know where to go with this. Basically, I can see both sides. I could see James just being like oblivious to the fact that he is talking to somebody who's underage, who claims to be older age, and you just want to take people for their word. But like, I feel like if he was a child groomer, he wouldn't come out and say, well, he told me he was 18, because he wouldn't want him to be 18. So he'd be like the Lopez brothers, both of them are predators, and they just stay silent about it. Like, he's at least making a public acknowledgement. Oh, I think I was reading his apology. I still have it on my laptop. I'm just gonna put a picture of it right here. Screenshot it if you want to read it. I'm not reading it out loud anymore because I don't want to. He ended the statement with, because of situations like this issued, instead of taking someone's word for it, I will now ask for ID or passports every guy I talk to, which is sad. Imagine if you were gonna talk to somebody and you're like, let me see that ID. You know what's hotter than you? Seeing your ID. Like, that'd be kind of weird. So I think that James should just stick to not talking to guys online, in my opinion. Sure, he can talk to like friend people, or maybe some people that like also are in social media, and he can like see them. Also, in Trisha Paytas' video, she brought up the fact that James Charles is friends with Charli D'Amelio, and Charli D'Amelio's like literally 16 years old or 15 years old, one of those numbers, and he's a 21-year-old man and sees no problem with that. Like, I know as a almost 19-year-old, I would not hang out with anybody that's like 17 unless they were like family or like I've known them for a long time. But like, James just kind of met Charli through this app, and she was his mentor. Power dynamic, age difference kind of go hand in hand with grooming, but I think for that situation it's grooming them over power. And like, Charli has way more followers than James in that situation, so if anything, James is just using Charli, not Charli using James for like a power. I don't know, I really think that James doesn't grasp that he is 21. I think in his mind he's probably still like 18, because he spent like several years just focused online and didn't like really experience I think he started YouTube when he was like 18 or 17, and I think that he's just been dedicated to YouTube, that he hasn't lived his life experiencing what it's like to be a 18, 19, 20, 21-year-old, because he's just been so dedicated to the grind of social media, which has very well paid off for him. As you can see, he is doing so good. I think he has like over like 13 million followers. I don't really know. Even when the Bisister scandal, I think he still had like at least above 8 million the whole time. So he is really doing just fine. He doesn't need a mentor or for Charli or anything like that. Like people were calling him out because he does videos with like all of the TikTok squad people, like the Hype House people, when he doesn't need to, because A, we're in a pandemic, B, he's like the oldest one out of all of them, I think. So people are like very weirded out by that. Like, I would be so uncomfortable if I was the oldest one in my friend group and everybody was like 16 to 20 and I was 21. Like, that'd be kind of weird, in my opinion. But I'm also not in his position, so I don't know. Maybe it's all a game. Maybe they're not even friends in real life. Maybe he only collabs with them and like does stuff with them to gain monetary gain or followers, because Charli is the most followed person on TikTok, and maybe he just wants some clout. He already has enough of it, but if he's able to like latch onto these people and associate himself with these people, then maybe their followers will come to him. Probably his thought process. But anyway, this video is all over the place, and I've been procrastinating doing a college assignment. Don't tell anyone. But yeah, I think I'm gonna have to go do that. Anyways, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more videos from me, subscribe down below, and comment if you want any more videos like addressing situations like this, or if you like my older videos of just like makeup, chit chats, hauls, whatever, let me know, and I can provide. I'll be the provider. You just tell me what you want. That's like kind of my 2 cents on this whole situation. Thanks for watching.